Hello, welcome back. I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we are Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. Today, we're going to take you on a little tour of the Chehalis 1,000 Trails here in Chehalis, Washington. Let's go check it out. Come on. So as you see, coming off the main road here, and you look up the hill, it's pretty steep here, guys, getting in. This is just up to the ranger station, and then it's also steep once you get past the ranger station entry. We'll show you that. As you come up the hill to the ranger station here, it'll split. The road splits into two. You want to be, if you're just checking in, you want to stay to the right here, and then you'll go over to the ranger station. If there's nobody in the ranger station, there's a little box on the side there with a radio. You tell them you're here, and they will come and get your paperwork ready for you.
There are 315 sites in this park with over 300 acres, and supposedly there are spectacular views of Mount Rainier and Mount St. Helens. It's been cloudy and rainy every day we've been here, so we haven't seen those yet, but it is a beautiful park. And it's very heavily wooded, so in order to see the views of the two mountains they were talking about, you must have to be in a specific location. Find the right tree to climb. That's right. We'll see if we can find a view of any of the mountains, and we'll get it on here if we can. Right next to the ranger station here, they do have the putt-putt golf course. This one's kept very well, and if you look, it goes down this way, and it goes left down the hill also. So they have a full course here, and it should be pretty fun. Very close to the ranger station, they have their first pool and this lodge. It says on the wall over there that they have Wi-Fi. We came down here to use it the other day, and it had 0 upload speed, so take that for what it's worth. Here we have Verizon. We get about 2 bars of Verizon, and during the week it wasn't bad as far as streaming goes, but now that it's the weekend has come, it's a little bit harder. We'll go around this side and show you off the balcony down to where the pool is. Inside the lodge, there's seating areas, TV, pool table, and a really nice fireplace. So there is a hot tub back here also. Nice pool and a small hot tub. None of the chairs are out. I'm assuming it's still COVID closed, guys. Hopefully it will open before the summer's out. We're up here now at the top of the hill where all the loops go off of the main road. And over here we have a bathhouse. And then over here is the second pool that's at the top. This right over here is the locker rooms for the pool. And then we have this building back here. They called it the country store. The store portion of it is closed right now. They do have a meeting room up at the top floor that we can go and check out. So let's go see what it has in there. Inside the clubhouse on the upper level, we have the trading post, which is the general store. It's currently closed, hopefully open again soon. The kitchen, where they'll have different events. And this huge ballroom with tables, fireplace, dance floor, stage. So if events were happening, this is where they'd be. On the lower level of this building, there's the laundry room
and a game room. Let's go inside the game room and see what they have to offer. And here in the game room, you see a miniature pool table, an air hockey table, and foosball.
Here is one of the 8 bathhouses they have here on the property. Let's see if it's unoccupied so we can go check it out inside.
The women's room just happens to be open, so I will take you inside. There's no one in here. It's fairly clean, a little dated, but not bad. Smells really clean. So they have several stalls and one shower room. The knob on the shower is kind of busted, so I tried to take a shower here and decided just to take one in my RV like I normally do. But overall, it's pretty good.
Here we are at the dog park. It's one of the biggest dog parks that I've seen in any campground yet. This thing is pretty huge, but if you look up this way, you can tell it's quite a steep hill to get in and out. But Harry's going to have a little bit of a good time in here, and then we'll see what else we can find to show you. Unfortunately, it's still not all 100% here. This is just one of the power pedestals that has no power. We actually, when we moved in to our first spot here in this campground, we had power that wasn't working. So we have since had to move to where we are now.
Thankfully, our new spot has full hookups, which is rare in this park. Most of the park are electric only, all 30 amp. Just a few dump stations, and most of those are taken by seasonals or annuals.
Here's our site. We landed in site H61 the second time. Like I told you all before, we had an issue with the electrical at the first place. So we moved down here. Luckily, we found this guy leaving that was in this site. It's one of the only dump sites that isn't taken by full-time residents here. So we lucked out and got a full hookup site, guys. The only problem with the full hookups is it dumps uphill a little bit. If you can tell, the end there is on a little bit of a hill, so it actually dumps uphill. But other than that, the power is good. Also, only 30 amp in this park. We couldn't find any 50 amp sites.
Here we have the horseshoe pits and the tennis and pickleball area. Anyone up for a game of pickleball? We don't know how to play, but you want to give us a lesson?
We've got the set, we just don't know how to play. Also, a couple of things that we didn't show. There is a basketball court up by the top pool, and there are a few small playgrounds sporadically throughout the park as well. So if you have little kids that need to go out and climb and whatever, they can hit those. And there's several of them throughout the park.
Also, there are community fire pits. Each site, most sites have their own fire ring, but there's community fire pits if you want to get together for a big fire. All we know about this game is that it's called pickleball. It's played with these paddles and a little wiffle ball type thing. And the lines are these purple or blue lines. That's the pickleball court, we think, and the white lines are for tennis. We do better without the net. Before we booked this park, we looked at the reviews, and I almost didn't book it based on those reviews. One of them was about the lack of electricity, and we definitely did experience a problem with the 30 amp power. The whole section F is slated for repair, so they are working on it. But we did find another site with the 30 amp and even a sewer dump, so that is possible if you just come at the right time. Another review that I don't see at all happening is it said that there were a bunch of people that live here year-round that were trashy and scary. We do see people that look like they live here long-term, but we haven't even seen them. I think that they park here on the weekend, or park here and just come out on the weekends or whatever. This is a nice quiet park. It is very tight with a big RV. All those trees try and jump out in front of you. We had an awful time getting in this spot.
There's some low branches throughout the park, so if you're taller, fifth wheel like ours, you're always trying to duck under the branches and things, but once you get in here, it's so wooded. You have shade everywhere, which could be a bad thing because we've been here for a week today, and today's the first time we've actually put shorts on. It's been in the 50s ever since we got here, y'all, and rainy.
Yes, rain every day. Even this morning we got a little, but we didn't let us stop. We're out here enjoying the day.
That's right. Well, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around to the end. We'll see you next time on
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. Bye.
Bye, guys.